Final race of the day, the Grand Prix final. We have 5 boats in this particular race. They're in the milling area. The crowd is gathered by the seawalls here on the Maumee River. Tom Baker, Mistro Light, Charles Arcon in America, Bruno Broussard at Glass City Marine Special, Jim King and Orange Crush, J.P. Lessard in Dynasty. Actually, a couple more boats are trying to get it. There's Nori Lynn and Deal Me In are both invited into this race, but as you can see, they are dead in the water right now. They're not going to make it, but they're going to go ahead and start this race. They're at the start. It's a clean start, and once again, Miss Light Tom Baker has grabbed the early lead. As you see, Orange Crush on the inside. Going into the first turn, we'll have to wait till the spray clears out. But it's Tom Baker and Mistro Light, that Ford-powered 7-liter, going up against these supercharged Grand Prix boats, all Chevy engines. We're going to have to see how our J-boat goes, but I'm going to tell you something. It's fun to watch Tom Baker drive. Now, we told you earlier this afternoon that a good driver, look at him come out of that water, a good driver can outperform these big supercharged engines. Listen, a wide turn by Orange Crush, very close to the seawall, but he comes out of it all right, and he's right on his tail. Tom Baker is once again out driving these big boats. This is why he wins so often. I tell you, I've watched him all season long, and the guy just keeps on winning time after time. And what a challenge it is right here. And look at the lead he has right now on Orange Crush. Jim King, the 1987 Grand Prix champion. In third is Dynasty. As you watch Tom Baker take the turn one more time and come out of that water. But he holds on. Orange Crush right on his tail. On the inside, creeping up just a bit on these straightaways. But Tom Baker still holding him off as he goes in to turn 1. Tom Baker gliding along with the Maumee River on the backstretch. Well in charge of the Grand Prix final. Jim King, owner Robert King, the Orange Crush, the 1987 Grand Prix champion, winner of our first heat of the afternoon, and he's being tested. He's got the inside. The green flag is out. 1 lap to go. Tom Baker holds on. 1 more lap, and he wins the Grand Prix final. Can he do it? In third is still Dynasty, the 1985 world champion, but not even close. You can see where he comes into the picture when these guys are already on the backstretch. About a half a lap to go for victory for Tom Baker. Orange Crush in second. Dynasty in third. America in fourth. Glass City Marine Special in fifth. The final turn, Tom Baker. The checker flag is in his sight. He takes it, his arm goes up in victory. Tom Baker has done it again. He has won the Grand Prix finals in that Ford-powered 7-liter. As you see, Orange Crush still in his trail. Dynasty comes in third. There's the final field. Tom Baker, Mistro Light in first. Jim King and Orange Crush second. J.P. Lessard in Dynasty third. Charles Arcon in America fourth. Bruno Broussard, Glass City Marine Special, finishes fifth. Another exciting race. Orange Crush, they'll all be taking their parade laps now. Dynasty, but it's Tom Baker waving to a very appreciative crowd on the far side of the Maumee River. A happy man indeed. Orange Crush, well, what do you say? He's got a great-looking boat. He's a great performer. Jim King certainly proving himself, but I tell you what, a good driver. As you look at J.P. Lessard in Dynasty, who finished third, a good driver in a 7-liter has just as good a chance as any boat out there, and he certainly has proved today. Everybody heading back into the pit area now. That was Orange Crush. Dynasty coming on in. Tom Baker once again. Listen, we've got this in slow-mo. We're going to show it to you here in just a second as you see Tom Baker pulling into the pit area, and we'll look at him on the final turn. Tom Baker, the winner in the Grand Prix final. Look at him coming out of the water, out of the turn, to take the checkered flag and waving to the crowd. A happy young man. Alan Vortimer, the owner of that boat and Prime Mover Enterprises, he is a happy man too, down there to greet his driver and the other drivers getting out of their boats right now. Everything's settling down. What an exciting day of racing here in the Grand Prix finals in Toledo, Ohio. The boats being lifted out of the water. Now's a good chance to see how they do that here. The big cranes Come on down. The driver hooks up the crane and